My guest is director of the Cape Muni Band, Neil Casey. Hi, Neil.
Hi, Fawn. Good morning.
How you doing?
Well, I need some coffee right now after that lead-in spot.
You know, I took a big gulp right before I had you on the air, and I must not have filtered it correctly because I got a bunch of grounds, so I was choking my brains out. That's why I had to take a second to get you on the air, but you can't do mornings without a cup of coffee.
I bet.
Yeah. All right, so your summer season's coming up.
We're already rolling. We had our opening concert at Memorial Day service at the Osage Center, and boy, the band really sounds good. Going to be fun for me to direct, and I'm sure fun for our audience to listen to.
You haven't had a single time you didn't sound good. I've heard you so many times. We come to the concerts just because I like to see if you have new members. I just like to see what you're going to play. Do you make the list?
I do. We have my gosh, 1,000 tunes in our library, some of which are ancient, and some of which are brand new. And so we'll bring out all sorts of music for the season that I think our audience will enjoy.
Yeah. And speaking of audiences, you're pretty well attended, aren't you?
I hope so. A lot of it depends on the weather and how big the mosquitoes are this season. But we love it out in the park. We count on there's always some just stunningly gorgeous evenings and a wonderful time for music. And sometimes it's hot and sticky, but we're going to be there in any case. Unless it's pouring down rain, we'll always be out there.
Yeah, and that's such the perfect place for the little band shell right there on the corner, because you can sit in parking lots across the street and hear it. I mean, you could be directly in front. I love the way that they've kind of put the seating so it's in levels at like it is at the Hollywood Amphitheater. So there's not a bad seat in the house.
Yeah, it is. And the Parks Department put a nice renovation on there a few years ago. I believe the Muni Band's been there since 1957. This is our, believe it or not, 99th season under the sponsorship of the city of Cape Girardeau.
Wow.
And they used to be down at the gazebo, down at the City Hall, the old courthouse, and they moved there in the late 50s to our current location.
That's awesome. So I guess with next year being the 100th, you're going to do a big old shindig, huh?
We're thinking about what to do. We sure are. It's on our radar, and we're going to make some plans and make sure that's a big celebration for the music community and the city at large.
You need to have a giant flag and have everybody wearing like military uniforms and white powdered wigs. That would be so awesome.
I'll get you on board to make that happen, Vaughn.
I don't know where you're going to get those wigs, but if it's hot, they're not going to wear them anyway. All right. So What are some of the tunes you're planning on busting out for this next concert?
Well, we'll have a little bit of this and that. I've included some Gershwin tunes. There's a Rodgers and Hammerstein, which is a common theme for us, the Sound of Music highlights. We have some Star Wars music. With our history, we'll have some marches. And if you remember the 70s, I don't know if you do, but I do. We have the Tower of Power hits. So our band can really get down when it calls for it. We'll have some. Going to be fun with that too.
Hey, I'm a big Earth, Wind, and Fire disco chick, so bring on the 70s.
Yeah,
I am in.
I'm a 70s guy too. So this is you remember the What Is Hip down to the nightclub. You're still a young man. We're gonna be bringing that out.
That's fun.
We have a full range. Like I said, it'll be fun. I think people will enjoy it.
No, keep in mind I'm an 80s kid, but I was born in the 70s. It's 60s, so in the 70s I was old enough to listen to what was funky, so I knew what was going on. I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be fantastic. So what nights do you play so we can catch you?
Opening night is Wednesday, June 4th. That would be next Wednesday night. And we'll be in the park every Wednesday night at 7:30 p.m., barring rain. And so bring along a lawn chair and bug spray, of course, being Southeast Missouri. But throughout June and July, we'll be there at the Dan Cotner Amphitheater in Capitol Hall Park. We'll also be at the fairgrounds on 4th of July, where we usually run into you. Mm-hmm. And it's a real compact, busy season, but we really enjoy playing for the public.
Yeah, I'll see you July 4th for the 4th of July City Celebration, and you guys always do such a wonderful job. I love that you do the different armed forces songs and stuff like that. It's just you guys are just good. But I mean, some people, I know a few members who have passed away who were in your band, and then you've got new members kind of rotating in and out all the time, don't you?
We do. I've counted this. We have people born in 8 different decades, and that's one of my favorite things about this activity is we have people working hard for a good cause, and you'll have 18-year-olds next to 80-year-olds, and they're on equal footing, having a good time, working hard for a purpose of doing things for the community in the area that we're gifted and talented in, and that's our part in making Cape a better place to live in.
I love that so much. So how long are you going to direct? I know you've been there for a few years.
Well, hopefully to the end of this season, I'm still alive and kicking. And what I hope to do is when I get off the podium when it's time, is to go sit in my instrument and sit in the musician section, still work that way.
Oh, that'll be awesome. So will you do me a favor, please?
Okay, what's that?
Please. I know you're directing, but in your downtime, will you snap some of those multi-generational pictures and email them to me?
I can do that.
Yeah, and then I want to do a
that.
spread about the Cape Muni Band on our Facebook page so people can see all the different faces of those who play in that band, because I don't think we've ever done that.
Yeah, that'd be a great idea, and include all of our local celebrities, that we have in the band.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great.
Let's make it happen. That sounds good.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Now, don't forget, because I'll get on my email and I'll stalk you if you don't do it. I'm a stalker.
I don't want that to happen.
Yeah, I'm a stalker if you don't do what I ask. All right. Neil Casey is the director of the Cape Muni Band. Where do they find your schedule if they want to check it out?
Well, I don't know. We have it printed. It has been on various city social media sites that we have, and I just count on it Wednesday nights through June and July at 7:30.
Okay. Everybody, get your lawn chairs or your blankets and your baskets, your picnic baskets. How long do you play?
7:30 for about an hour, roughly. We have a special entertainment. In fact, our opening night is the SEMO Steel Band. If you hadn't heard them, they will rock. They will rock the house. They will have you jumping with fun.
Nothing better than the steel drums, either. I got to tell you. All right, Neil Casey, director of the Cape Muni Band. Their summer season has begun. Wednesdays at the Bandshell in Kappaha Park. Neil, thank you so much.
Thank you, Fawn. Appreciate the time.
Take care. Bye-bye.